I'm Mima. I'm a grandma and a mama, and I have a book today called My First Day, about what animals do on day one when they are first born. All right, let's check this out. What did you do on your first day, the day you were born? What did you do your first day, the day you were born? Probably not much. If you were like most newborn babies, you opened your eyes, cried, slept, and drank some milk, and that's about all you could do. Some animals are even more helpless than humans at birth. Kittens, for instance, are born with their eyes and ears closed. Others may have a helpful parent nearby, but are able to walk, swim, or fly almost as soon as they are born. And many animals are on their own from the very first start. See the egg over here? On my first day, I spent hours kicking my way out of my egg. As soon as I hatched, I was ready to take care of myself. Cool. See the tiger? The baby tiger? But I was helpless. I couldn't even open my eyes. My mother cleaned me, fed me, and kept me safe. This is the mother cleaning the baby and keeping it safe. This is Siberian tiger. On my first day, I jumped out of my nest. Whoa! Fell a long, long way and paddled after my mother. And that is a wood duck. So the duck jumped out of the nest and then paddled after its mother on its very first day. That's very cool, isn't it? Here's the giraffe. On my first day, I was born high above the ground, and I landed in a heap. But I wasn't hurt, and before long, I was taking my first steps. So it didn't take long for a giraffe to take his very first steps. On my first day, this is a penguin. On my first day, it was cold. Brr. I climbed out of my egg, stood on my father's feet, and snuggled into his feathers to stay warm. Whoa. There's the feet, the daddy's feet. That's an emperor penguin. Where do they live? They live where it's very, very cold. They like ice. On my first day, who is this? This is a sea otter. They live in the sea. On my first day, my mother held me close so I wouldn't drift out to sea. I dozed on her belly while she floated on the waves. Now, doesn't that look cozy? That would be fun. Aww. And who is this? This is a leatherback turtle. Let's see what the turtle did on his first day. On my first day, I raced to the water. The beach was a dangerous place, and I was on my own as soon as I hatched. So this turtle, as soon as he hatched, he had to go find the ocean right away, and there he was safer. I like that turtle. Look at the stripes on his back. That's pretty cool. Maybe when you have a moment, you'll have some time and you could draw one of these. That'd be cool, huh? On my first day, I trotted along with my mother. Who is this? This is a blue wildebeest. On my first day, I trotted along with my mother. So on the first day the wildebeest was born, he or she trotted along with his mother. My herd was on the move, and I had to keep up. Can you imagine on your very first day you have to hurry up and run, keep up with everybody because they just keep going? And who's this? This is a sifaka. I may be saying that wrong. I don't know. It's kind of a monkey. On my first day, I rode piggyback with my mother. Look, right here. That's so cute. I'd have been easy prey for a snake or eagle if I'd stayed behind. So a snake or an eagle might have snatched him up if he didn't stay right with his mommy. And who's this? A capybara. I've never seen a capybara. So a capybara, on my first day, I made a splash. I could swim and dive when I was just a few hours old. Whoa, that's some real talent. Zebras. On my first day, my mother memorized my pattern of stripes. If I wandered off, she could find me even among the thousands of zebras in my herd, because each zebra has their own pattern of stripes. Every zebra is different. So this mommy memorized this pattern of stripes, and so she would be able to recognize her little baby anywhere. Who's this? This is a little topper or taper. You know what? Next time I have a book like this, I promise you, I will look these words up first so I know how to pronounce them for you. These are some animals that Mima has never seen before. And now you get to see them and you're just little. So that's pretty cool. On my first day, I couldn't keep up with my mother. That is really a cute little animal, isn't it? While she searched for my food, my striped and speckled coat helped me hide in the underbrush. So, can you imagine if this animal was hiding in the bushes? Wouldn't be able to see it so well because it's a good camouflage. I love how that works. And who do we have here? A California sea lion. I have seen some of those in person. On my first day, my mother and I called back and forth. Now we recognize each other's voices and I won't get lost among the other sea lion pups. So on his first day, he and his mom were talking already. Isn't that great? And who's this? This is some kind of bat. This is a Mexican free-tailed bat. Did you notice that the bat's feet are up here and his head is right here? Bats like to hang upside down. So let's see what happens on the bat's first day. On my first day, it was dark and I was surrounded by a million other baby bats. But when my mother returned from catching insects, my cry and scent led her right to me. Even though there were thousands of other bats, the mama knew right where to go for her little baby. On my first day, I hatched inside a big pile of leaves and grass. By the time I clawed my way out, I could walk, run, and fly. Wow! Oh, wow. I bet that was comfortable, though, in the big pile of leaves. And on the first day, he could walk, run, and fly. Oh, wow. Here's a frog, Darwin's frog. On my first day, I hopped out of my father's mouth. Look, he's in his dad's mouth. Little tiny frog in his father's mouth. When I was a tadpole, he kept me safe in a special pouch in his throat. But once I became a frog, it was time to be on my own. Now, a tadpole, have you seen a tadpole before? They're so tiny, really tiny. And they get bigger and bigger, and they go into this little special pouch in the dad's throat, and they can stay there and turn into a frog. Now a tadpole, it swims around like this, kind of like a little tiny fish. And when you first see it, you'll be surprised that it doesn't look anything like a frog. But as it grows and grows inside the special pouch in the daddy's throat, then it turns into what looks like a frog, and it becomes a frog. So the day it's born, it hops out of its dad's mouth. That's so funny! I love it. Such a variety of ways to be born. On my first day, who is this? This is a manatee. Manatees live in the ocean. On my first day, my mother lifted me to the surface to take a breath. When I was just an hour old, I was able to swim and breathe on my own. Wow. Did you notice that manatees have fins? So they can't really walk. They can waddle if they get out of the water, but they stay in the water a lot. Excuse me. This is a musk ox. There's the baby. On my first day, my parents stood guard when danger threatened. So his parents stayed right by there to protect him. And this is a parent bug. Excuse me for coughing. Look at that bug. Do you love bugs? Sometimes they're really cool. And my mother did something most parents don't. Most insect parents don't do. She stayed close and protected me and my brothers and sisters. And this is a monkey, a golden snub-nosed monkey. Look at that cute little face. How cute is that? On my first day, I went everywhere with my mother. I clung to her fur as she slept, ate, and swung through the treetops. And who's this? This is a muntjac. But my mother, this is the muntjac talking, but my mother had to leave me to look for food. I stayed very still, and my spotted coat blended in with the shadows. So this baby stayed very still, so he would be safe. Oh my goodness, and here's a polar bear. This is a very close-up look at a polar bear mom and a polar bear baby. On my first day, I curled up in a cozy den beneath the snow. I was safe and warm beside my mother. And soon I fell asleep. Cute little polar bear. And that is the end. So when it's your bedtime, you could curl up in your blanket with your pillow and fall asleep, even if it's cold outside. My First Day by Steve Jenkins and Robin Page. I hope you enjoyed that. It's really interesting what different babies do when they're born, different baby animals. And you know, you were born a long time ago, huh? And you're getting bigger and bigger every day. And someday you're going to be able to do so many things like jumping, running, swinging, riding a bicycle maybe paddling a boat, maybe diving into the water and swimming. Oh, all the fun things you have to look forward to. And if you don't do those things, then you can still do other things like reading. And I hope that you like to read a lot of books, because in books you learn so many things. And I have something to tell you. Do you remember? Do you know what it is? Yep, that's right. I want to tell you I love you because I love you. Mwah! Will you come back again and we'll do another story later? Okay. Love you. See you later. Bye.